You look at that. I didn't know I had on this bike. And me using my flashlight for a light. I mean, obviously, I should use both because you need two lights. But this would have helped. And how does it go back on? Holy shit! It's like a puzzle. Excuse my language. Sorry if there's any kids watching. I don't make videos for kids. But if you are watching, please watch with the parents. I would appreciate that. Thank you. Here. It's awesome. Can I pan it up a little bit more? I think so. Yeah, look at that. Just goes a little bit. Cool. Let's show you guys the outcome. I don't know how well it recorded the scene, but I had to put this because this is a shirt that I folded. This chair, you sit on it long enough, it feels like you fell on your butt from the top of a roof. Let's see how the light looks. Looks nice, right? Cool. Alright, let's continue. Before we do, we reached the power lines. These are the power lines that I imagine come from where the power is created. There's usually you can tell because there's always three lines. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then they run all the way across there, you see? And then right here, right in front of us, there's a little basketball park. Is it still there? I don't know. Where is it? Where's the basketball park? Did they take it out? Anyways, this is a little walking path. And right now, I am along Taft Street. I wonder why it's called Taft. Sounds like somebody's last name. Okay. Continuing on with our with an early morning bike ride, which I actually started like before 10. So it's not bad. It was 16-mile round trip. I'm not home yet, obviously, but that's how you have to. That's your A and B when all you have is Chevrolet legs. And I was lucky enough to find this bike. Someone had thrown it away. And no, I did not steal it. It was on public property. And I've been meaning to put on Craigslist. If anybody has gotten their bike stolen in the Pembroke Pines area, please contact me. Describe the bike and where you lost it. I will be more than happy to return. Just haven't had a chance to go to do it yet. Anyways, let me shut the F up. Let's continue enjoying the beauty. Oh, let's put on one zoom. I almost just hit something. Now, I think Pembroke Pines was incorporated in the early 50s. I'm not 100% sure about that fact. Garbage. Light pollution. Sidewalk. Human being. More light pollution. Don't we love light pollution? What do we got there? Garbage. Oopsie, I think that's one I threw away. Guilty as charged. I'm sorry. The damn seat keeps effing moving, and then it makes it more uncomfortable than it already is. All right, those are like condominiums. Oh, there's the marquee with the name on it, Reflections. Let's see if I can zoom in so you can see it. I'm on the grass. All right, Reflections. So let's stop. I am approximately on maybe like 94th Avenue, I believe. And I only know that because I'm on 95th. That's 96th Avenue, that light right there. There's a church right there. If you turn into that road, there's houses that go all the way out to Sheridan Street, but they don't exit onto Sheridan Street. That is not an option. Those look like either electrical boxes or maybe boxes that looks like a box for Comcast or some type of service provider. What does this sign say? Can you guys see it? I can't. Alright, what do we got? Some light pollution, blinking red lights, which by law you're supposed to treat it like a stop sign, but nobody does. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of traffic laws that nobody follows, and the police don't care to enforce it because that's paperwork for them. But not if you're like a cop that never writes ticket, like a captain who rides on a motorbike, and they just happen to see somebody crossing the street where they're not supposed to. Took my license away. That was my only form of ID, and I recently lost my my wallet again. And I'm not worried about the ID or the two or my Cash App or what's the other card that I have, or my PayPal card. I'm worried about the pictures. Those pictures were beyond priceless. More like solution. You see that bike? I should have that bike. I mean that light. I should have that light on my bike. Hello, sir. I should have that light. That should have that light in my on the front of my bike. Oh look, nice little bushes. Oh look, that pole does not have a light. Just look at all the trees in the dark. That light pollution gives light to those trees. So we get to enjoy trees at night. How many of us actually stop and look at trees and say, wow, that's a beautiful tree? I would ask that question in the community tab, but it seems like when I ask questions there, nobody answers them. Along with the fact that a very random people, very few people comment on my videos, and even less like my videos. The other day I made a video and I asked my princess, please like my video, and she just wouldn't. I also asked a buddy of mine, please like my video, and his response, oh no, I don't want it to mess up my feed or whatever. Mess up your feed? What are you talking about, man? If you're subscribed to me, you're gonna see my videos when they come out eventually, unless you hit the bell button. That notifies you immediately. But you're not gonna lose any feed. But anyways, that was that. Oh my goodness. This is a hazard right here. What is this? Well, there's some garbage here. And then there's something that goes into the ground. And I don't know what it is. Root beer. Put that off to the side. Red Bull. Red Bull has one of the Monster Energy drink. Or like that one lady said, the drink of the devil. This definitely belongs here. It should not be moved. It is definitely serving a purpose. But this needs to be put up here. It makes it more artistic. And then let's see, what else can we do to make this more artistic? Let's make the drinks, well, this one's thinner. Maybe this will fit right here. Free advertisement for Red Bull. There we go. Thank you, Red Bull. Send me some cans. I personally won't drink them, but my cousin will. Well, he's more like my brother. I love him to death. He's a good person. Very, very hard worker. I admire him for that. Oh, heaven willing, they'll hire me from the application I put yesterday morning, I think it was. I know it's only active until the 10th of next month. But I actually have to write a letter to Lakeland. Lakeland is the headquarters of the supermarket. And the letter is regarding to medicine. You know, I've been to plenty of pharmacies in my time. Oh, look at that garbage. That's disgusting. And yeah, you're not supposed to go to a lot of pharmacies. It's like a red flag. Everything's a red flag right now, which that's one of the things I want to write to the FDA. You guys are making it so hard to get legal drugs that it's easier for people to get illegal drugs than it is to get legal drugs. I mean, should it be that way? No. Oh no, the thing. There was movement on the light. I'm not supposed to go, but there's no cars coming that way. And let's see over there is one car, but it's so far ahead I have to zoom in. That gentleman, that's a taxi cab. Wow, cool. You don't see those that often anymore. The advertisement on top is for Cheetah. Cheetah is a gentleman's club. Gentlemen's clubs here in the States are not like the ones in Vegas or the rest of the world. If you have relations in them, it's got to be either super discreet and you have to have a lot of money, and it never happened. All right, this sidewalk is kind of like there's not too much light pollution, but now there is. Look, freestanding mailbox. You don't see those as often, and they have like a little driveway thing, so people don't even have to get out of the car. They can just, it's like a drive-through mailbox. I mean, you don't really see a lot of things in mail, but I'm writing a letter because one thing I've noticed is all these things where you contact companies through, you know, their contact page. It almost feels like they glance it over and then they're just like, whatever. Okay? And the reason why I want to write a letter is because it's just not fair. They're making a Schedule 3, yes, it's a narcotic, but it's not a typical narcotic, okay? If we were at war and a soldier got their leg amputated, when morphine was first discovered during World War I or whatever wars followed right after it was discovered, somebody's leg got amputated, right away they would be yelling, morphine shot, morphine, morphine, morphine shot. You're not, if that was today, modern warfare doesn't really involve a lot of humans anyways, but if there was like an altercation amongst humans and somebody got hurt, you're not, and I shouldn't say there's not, humans involved, because there will be casualties. I mean, I don't know too much about military technology. I know that Israel, America's 50, well, it would be like its 53rd state by now. They spent so much money per missile on these anti-missile missiles, and then the Syrians, I don't know, the people that got the missiles that they were shooting at them, you know how much they spent per missile? Like a couple $100. So when it comes to the economics of warfare, we both know who won there. Why do you think the United States has an $800 billion they call it a security, no, it's a military, it's the military, damn, this chair, and it happened right towards the end of my ride. I got maybe like another mile or two left, which is approximately 1.5 to just a little over 3 kilometers. F my life. Oh, Ben Fiorentino, Pembroke Lakes Park. That is actually the place where, when Pembroke Pines first became a city, that's where the city hall was. And then they replaced it, and then they replaced it again. And listen to this. You know, when they replaced it again, they wanted to go with more modern times. I mean, everybody knows car-centric is not good for you. And it's just modern slavery, but with like, you know, an added bonus, you get to see you have a car. But trust me, if you can find somebody that still enjoys driving after driving like 20, 30, 40 years, I want to meet that person, okay? I've driven with people that are old, and like, there's a good chance, even though the other drivers can't hear them, they'll say derogatory comments like, oh, this person can't do this. Oh, what are they doing? They don't know what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, you know, everybody does the same thing. You know, why are you going to say that people are doing this and that or whatever? For instance, you know, it's a kind gesture that when there's a line of cars at a stop sign, and when you form that line, it would block the exit of a neighborhood. So a car may, they're turning. So I'm gonna do what I call a Japanese turn. That means I turn, instead of turning right and left, I just turn diagonally. So it's common courtesy to, oh look, a white picket fence. We are in the United States of America, ladies and gents. It's common courtesy to leave a space in the, in the red light with the cars that are backed up when there's an opening for a neighborhood for other cars to come out. Now, the other day, a gentleman I was driving with, well, they were driving, I was going on for a ride. My license is suspended, and I don't want a license because when I drive, the police does not like it. To them, the only people that are allowed to drive aggressively are themselves. And that is not fair. Allegedly, according to this guy, is it JD 5150, I forget. He's a YouTuber who's a recovery coach right now. Allegedly, he did time in prison, I think. And he read of an article about it that happened here in Florida, Miami Gardens. Captain from another, I guess, I don't know if it was the same precinct or if it was a different precinct, but they were driving drunk and erratic and whatever. So the cop pulled them over, and this part right here is dark, but we'll get to light pollution eventually, don't worry guys. And they gave him a ticket. So maybe it's not the case. That's a soft light. There's a difference amongst those lights. I forget what it is, but you can notice it mostly in Germany because during the Cold War, when the West and the East were each governed by, one was by communism and the other one was by capitalism. They actually use different light bulbs. So if you look at a satellite view map of Germany today, you can still notice the difference in the lights. One is more like a dimmer yellow and the other one's more like a white. Oh my goodness, this chair's gonna kill me. I'm just gonna walk the rest of the way, but I don't want to make this video too long. All my videos are too long. Nobody watches them, but that's okay, because you know something, everybody will have their own thoughts on YouTube, and my thoughts of it is that Alphabet is making good money on it. I think I read an article the other day that to put an ad in a Mr. Beast video, which, by the way, subscribe to Mr. Beast, it costs millions of dollars. Millions. I mean, yeah, they pay him out pretty well, but man, for the stuff that he does deserve his own show. I just, I mostly watch YouTube, so I'll watch the show when it comes out on YouTube. At least there's a sidewalk. And the only positive of having to pay tax like housing taxes is that they do upkeep the city to a certain extent. But in my opinion, that's also modern slavery. You buy a house, it should be like Jamaica or Colombia. You pay taxes up front and that's it. And then, oh shit, I'm about to fall because of this. And that's it. The house is yours. And here, if you don't pay your taxes, they put a lien against your house. So like if you ever sell it, they take all the money back. Oh, look how far back the chair is. This is great. This is wonderful. Oh. I actually tried to take the chair off before I came here, but then I saw that it was I had to use to take off that nut, and I wasn't in the mood. I was gonna put the seat for my cruiser, because like I said, this seat is just shite. Anyways, let's walk for a little bit, then I'm gonna stop the video. Let you guys enjoy Pembroke Pines. And now keep in mind, this is just a little area of Pembroke Pines. I am currently located inside Pembroke Lakes, which in my opinion is the heart of Pembroke Pines. Now, you got West Pembroke Pines, which is pretty much Pembroke Pines west of the an interstate called I-75. Obviously, if you're not from the States, but I'm sure the majority of the world knows this, the interstate system was signed into law by Eisenhower, if I remember correctly. And the whole purpose of it was really for military purposes, so that if there was a war, they would have a way to, move equipment from one place to the other. And then the secondary purpose was to make the United States more car-centric, which, whatever. But one of the things that sickens me about it being car-centric is that there was a time, I think it was probably before foreign cars were introduced. Because I heard a motorcycle. Oh no, it's a bicycle. See, now that's a nice bicycle. If I would have ridden 60 miles on that bike, I would have taken like 45 minutes maybe. Not like 2 or 3 hours, 4 hours, however long I've been riding. And I do have a nice beach cruiser. I call it like a Dutch style bike. And those bikes are I might like them better than like front suspension bicycles, like mountain bikes, to be honest, because they're more util. They got a little basket, they got a thing in the back that comes out, the bar is lower, so it's easier for you to get on and off. Now, the only thing I don't like about it, the frame is made out of steel. Now, this is 118th Avenue, so I can either go through here and it goes around and it ends up at 22nd Street, which is just 1 block south from where I live. And at the very corner is where I don't know if they live there anymore, but the family, the Zimmermans, they were very nice people. I remember them from when I worked at the doctor's office. And there you can see 108th Avenue and Taft Street. Let's see if we can do a little zoom. Let's start with 1. Yeah, you can kind of see it. 108th and Taft. I'm just kidding. I know who Taft is. I think his name was Howard. I don't know which number president he was. That I cannot tell you. What's on the floor? That looks like the packaging of a nicotine product. How nice is that? Let's see what kind of nicotine product the kids are into now. It's hard to see with the flash, but alright, let me read where all the flash. Black Ice, 1200 puffs. It's a nicotine vape, because now they make THC vapes, and you can actually just buy them at stores. Disposable paw service. Alright, let's see what it says. Let's see. It's hard to see. How do I like unbrighten this, or focus? Let's see if I can focus. Alright, there, yes. Okay, Kobe Plus disposable pod device. Disposable pod device. I couldn't read it through the lens. Okay, wait, I got a good view there. No. Alright, I'm just gonna read it. Size. What does it say? It's hard because it got ran over. Something by 101 millimeters. Power range 7 watts to 12 watts. Input voltage 3.7. I'm not even looking at it. There it goes. 3.7 volts. Concentration 50 milligrams per milliliter. That sounds like a lot of nicotine to me. Battery capacity 950. What does it say? mAh. I'm not an electrical engineer, so I don't truly understand what that is, but that would be something good to study. Weight 45 grams. So we are talking about 1.5 ounces, I believe. 1.5 ounces is what, 43 ounces? 43 grams. Let's do the math. 28 plus 14 is 42. I was wrong. Okay. I didn't think too hard about that. I don't even want to. You guys can correct me if you feel like leaving a comment. And it's not so much I don't care that people leave comments. It's just I really shouldn't even care. I'm not into social media. I despise it, to be honest. I rather prefer to talk to people, but maybe that's because I'm very opinionated. Made in China. So thank you, China, for providing us with some fags, some electronic fags. Shelf life, 1 year. Production date, you can't even see it. It's approved for the European Union with a little mark next to it. I don't know. It's approved by the FCC. That little mark right there, I don't know. You got under 21, you can't consume all nicotine products in the country now. You can't consume under 21. They don't recommend consumption when you're pregnant, which is true. Your child can be born light. Recycle, I don't know what they think you're going to recycle, because first of all, recycling is almost a sham. And what does that say, the last one? Oh my goodness, I'm getting old. Oh no, it just says, like, do not throw away in a regular garbage. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. Yeah. You want to know what else is addicting? TV, or the watching of TV. Eating, people who love to eat and they eat more than they should. Exercise, there's one thing between exercising to be healthy and then exercising because you're obsessed with it and you do more than you have to. My motto is, if you spend anywhere more than an hour to 90 minutes tops at the gym, you're wasting your time. You're not doing it properly. And I always go by the 40-40-20 rule. And 20 at the most. It should really be 45-45-10. So, in order to get fit, you need to focus 45% on your diet. And now when I say diet, people automatically think, oh, I don't need to lose weight. No, you dumbars. I don't like to say bad words in English, because it doesn't feel proper. And I'm not saying dumbers like I'm smarter than you. I'm just saying dumbers because you're literally not doing anything better for yourself unless you're on steroids. That's a different story though, but I don't condone steroid use. I mean, I don't even condone tobacco use, but I smoke tobacco. Oh, look at these. This house has a, wow, look at that. We're gonna stop to take a look at this. Very beautiful. There's a lot of landscape. There's actually a ladder up there. I wonder what they were using that ladder for. Can you see it? Can it focus? Is that a ladder? I can't tell. Oh no, that's a tree. Okay, let's see what else this has. It has a waterfall. I can hear it. Let's see. Can we see the waterfall? No, I don't think so. Look, it's got plants all the way up to, like, you know, what they call curb appeal. Now, some people may find this curb appeal to be nice. Some people might say, oh, it's too much. But I like when, I like curb appeals that are like just, I'm not big into like cutting your grass and having pretty grass. I'm more into like allowing nature to like take apart, because a lot of the things that grow naturally are actually kind of good for the land, the soil, and just in general. And it's less work. You don't have to cut the you don't have to cut the grass all the time. All right, let's continue on. Now I'm on the service road right now. There's the median that separates the service road from Taft Street. This is still Taft Street though, but it's just a service road. And I explained that to you guys already. So I'm taking the Taft Street service road. When I get to the hiatus road service road, I will be turning onto that. No, actually, when I get to the hiatus road service road, I will be turning this video off because it's getting boring. All right, Now, just keep enjoying beautiful pembroke pines. Look, there's a light that's like blinking. I don't know why. Single family homes, single family homes. All these houses worth like $500,000. Why? I don't know. I guess everybody wants to live in South Florida, but there's light pollution right there. Families aren't buying houses anymore. It's corporations. They buy them to either like, rent them out. They're the landlords. Oh, the seat. I'm trying to fix the seat while I'm riding. It's impossible. I'm just gonna have to like, like how you walk, like when you take a doo-doo and you can't like, oh my goodness, you can't like wipe because there's no toilet paper. That's kind of like what I feel like riding the bike with like this. I have to kind of like hold myself in a certain way. But anyways, yeah, the whole housing crisis, it's just, oh cool, look at that. That's a sign for me to stop. Let's use the grass to stop. Thank you. This house is actually, I like it. It's simple, but it's just, it's clean. It's got very nice, I can see they have the hurricane proof windows. You can tell normally because they're like, it's a single panel window. They have, what kind of window is that right there? Another, yeah, they're all hurricane proof windows, which are pretty much a must have here in South Florida. They have the dual plants where I normally don't have them. They have 2 chairs out front for people to sit and just, sit outside. And then they have that. That's the most adorable thing. It's like a bunny. That is beautiful. Yeah, this is a very nice house. I personally like it. They have a light right there that resembles, it's kind of flickering. It looks like a thing. As far as the arbor goes, oh look, there's a trailer there. They must have something that they haul. They have, are those princess palms? I forget what kind of palms these are. Like the ones that come in like 3 usually. And then they have another one here that comes in 3 usually. And then look at that, for the garage or the car park, they have these little like stone facades on the side, which are very nice. It's a 2-car garage. I don't want to show license plates or addresses out of respect. Oh, they have a work truck. Water and sewer. Oh, they're employed by the county of Miami. So yeah, they're getting those sweet benefits. And yeah, all right, so that should be the end of my video. All right, everybody, so right now it should be 0 hours and approximately 39 minutes. Oh look, there's somebody over there. Good evening. They were running. It's funny how many people run at night. I never noticed it. And it is actually Wednesday morning. So my daughter's on spring break, and her mom, they went to go visit the grandma. Normally, most times it's just mom that goes visit, but my baby goes too, like half the time. But since I didn't have mommy or the baby, I decided to go for a nighttime bike ride, just enjoy myself. No school tomorrow. I don't have to wake up early. I gotta start preparing for the inauguration of Walking Parlay. I gotta learn how to say Parallel correctly. April 1st is gonna be the date. So before that, I gotta start writing down, like, usually businesses, they have, they write down like a paper where there is like a business proposal, pretty much like what their intentions are, what they, plans, this and that. And, oh look, street sign, 110th Avenue. Was this always 110th Avenue? I thought it was 110th Terrace. Oh well, I don't know. Can you see it? The problem with that is all those things are reflective, and they're all huge. They don't look that big when you look at them from like when you're in a car or walking, but they're big, and it's like that for a reason, so people can see it. But anyways, before I finish recording more family homes, this one is nice. Look at that. Let's take a look at this last one house. First of all, corner lot, which usually demands more money. White picket fence for privacy. very nice upkeep. It looks very clean, like they probably pressure wash it at least by yearly. Does it have the brick? No, it's a paved car park, but they're still nice. They're not, the bricks of course are the superior quality, and then when we get up close, the lawn is upkept pretty nice. This is the lawn that I was saying that I'm not like a huge fan of, but it does look nice. I'm not, you know, even though I don't like something, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say just because I don't like it, it looks bad. They have the door where you can just see through the whole thing. It's probably a stained door, so you don't really see good in the inside. They have their chair outside so they can sit, and then that little thing is cool. It's like a little like archway that you can walk underneath. Single car garage. They have a little island here, which is very nice. Look at that. It's, the trees are covered by these bushes that are very well trimmed. They did away with some of the grass, added stones, which is actually nice, and their sidewalk looks pretty clean. I'm pretty sure, oh no, up there it's a little bit dirty, but nothing, it's not mold, it just looks like dirt. So that will probably be their next step. Look, more light pollution before we go. Most houses keep on their lights at night. Big difference when you do a flyover like South Florida and you do a flyover Barranquilla. You do a flyover Barranquilla, it's like dark. You do a flyover South Florida, it's like you see it all lit up like Christmas tree. And other places are like that. You can see like Europe, but you know, all countries that are powerful, they didn't get that way by accident. Okay, all European countries, they colonized, they raped their colonies, like not probably both. And I'm sorry to say that on YouTube, but we'll just say figuratively. Especially France with Haiti. That's just a mistake. I mean, Haiti should not be where they are right now. I mean, yeah, most people won't agree with me because they're not Haitians, and neither am I. But that doesn't mean anything. We're all one, and it's sad. It's the poorest country in the Eastern Hemisphere. They're starting to actually build like a wall or a fence or whatever to divide, like on the border between the DR and Haiti. What's the name of that island again? Hispaniola. And when you look at a satellite view of the two countries, you can completely tell the difference. There was a time where they had to cut all their wood just to like heat their homes, and they never replanted it. Part of proper tree maintenance is, first of all, you know, you gotta cut responsibly, cut as needed, and then second of all, you gotta plant it right afterwards. That way, when the next time comes that you're gonna need it, you know, it's there. Or if you just want to keep it, it's there. I like this here, right here. These are like big bushes. They separate the Task Street, where I'm at right now, Service Road, from the actual street, which is nice. These are maintained by the city. The city has a government. I don't know if it's like the company's name is Elon Landscaping. If it is, I used to go to school with the son of the owner, and he had a nice little Lexus RX 300. But it really is true. Yesterday I was speaking to a friend of mine. I was telling him like, yeah, I reapplied at Publix. She was all like, oh, you're so obsessed with Publix. Why don't you go? And it's not true. I applied at McDonald's. I applied at the supermarket that's not open yet. It just has to be walking distance, okay? That's all right? My whole life just about I worked walking distance. The exception was like my first maybe like 2 jobs that I had to drive to. But I think my license got suspended when I was young or whatever for not paying tickets. And I got on the bike and I got tired of it. I'm like, driving is just a headache. It's a hassle. You can't go over the speed limit, you get tickets. I mean, come on now. I understand they care for the safety of the people, but is it working? Cars are the second cause of deaths in this country. Now you tell me, is it really fucking working? I mean, come on now. That's just, it's all about capital. They make these dumb rules, which, I mean, they're not dumb. If they can cause some accidents, then they are effective. More like pollution, but there's got to be better ways. And there's plenty of countries, in particular Amsterdam. In Amsterdam's kids, they go to the park by themselves, they play, they have more like self-autonomy. You don't see that here. Kids stay inside, especially with these single family houses. Look how big they are. My mom's calling me, gotta go, ciao.